Hi guys, hope you're all doing well, and today I'm going to be doing a hardware review, and the hardware I'm going to be reviewing today is the Geekvape Tsunami Kit. You see that there guys. Yeah. Now this was very kindly sent to me by Stuart Niven. He's one of my subscribers guys, and he went to my Amazon wish list. Now I have the Amazon wish list because I'm 99% self-funded guys, and I don't get into hardware. Now Stuart very kindly purchased this for me. So Stuart, this review tutorial is dedicated to you. Thank you very much. And let's go down to the table. Okay then guys, let's have a look around the box, yeah? All the usual stuff there, like let's just have a look at the back there. Yeah, quick switch between 510 mode to hybrid mode. We'll go into that in a moment. And the scratch and sniff is there. Yeah, okay guys, let's have a look inside, yeah? Let's get this fella out first. So it's tight. Sorry for the camera wobble. And that's what we've got in here. Let me just take this out a minute guys. I'll come back to these pieces in a moment. Okay then, what's this? It's the old user manual, yeah? Yeah, always study this guys, especially with mech mods. Yep, all the usual stuff. And what's this? A bag of goodies. Okay, what have we got there? Looks like we've got a squonking pin in there guys as well. A bonus. And we've got all the usual O-rings, some replacement screws. And a screwdriver. Excellent. So what's this here? Oh, I see what this is, yeah. So this comes with a chuff cap as standard, as you can see. That can be removed and that can be screwed in on top, and then you can put your own 510 drip tips in there, yeah. Excellent addition. And this is the 510 connector. We'll come back to that in a moment guys, yeah. So, here's the mod in all its glory, yeah. Tell you what guys, let's have a little measure, shall we, yeah? Get the old calipers in. And we will go the diameter. The diameter, 25.86, 87. And let's go top to bottom, shall we? Including the RDA. Let's get that in place there. Get it in place from top to bottom, and it comes out at 126.36. Okay guys, let's have a look at the mod itself. Lovely looking thing, I think you'll agree. So at the bottom here you can see air holes for venting, yeah. See them showing through guys. Yeah. Lovely looking mod as I say. So, there at the bottom is the fire button. What's that say on the bottom there? Geekvape, geek knows better. So that's your fire button, yeah? So, let's take the RDA apart. Right then guys, I'm not going to put a build on this because you all know how to do builds by now. So let's have a look at these posts. Look at that. Huge holes, so you can get real decent sized coils in there, not a problem at all. And there your airflow, and your airflow there. So it goes in there and comes up these two little channels. Same on that side, airflow goes in there and comes up them two little channels, and your coil would sit above them like so, and your wicks would dangle down into this really generous juice well, yeah. Now guys, it does facilitate, let me just put that in a moment. Now guys, it does facilitate single coils. If you look at the top cap here, you have got 1, 2, 3 holes. So if you're going to do single coiling, you'd use the middle one. So you get the middle one, line it up with your coil, stick it over like so, if you can make that out guys. So that's open, that is blanked off, and that is blanked off. So let's take it apart, shall we? We'll unscrew the fire button at the bottom, and we'll take that RDA off the top. And this is an outer sleeve, which I do believe you can purchase different styles to go on. So I'll just push that through guys. It comes apart like that. I say total brass. The construction is totally brass, as you can see. Now this here screws off. Now this is what you call a hybrid connector, yeah? And what that means is, when you connect this guy to it, if you look underneath, it's just a hole. So when I screw that in like so, what happens with a hybrid is, that 510 pin of your RDA connects directly to the battery. So that's a hybrid connection. Now a lot of people like this because they believe that it doesn't have a voltage drop, and also it hits harder. But be very careful. If you're new to mechs, maybe don't use this guy, but instead, let me just unscrew that. If you're new to mechs, or if you're unsure, use this. Now this is the 510 connector. Now what it is, if you look at it, it's insulated underneath like so, and it has a spring loaded 510 already in there. Can you see that guys? So when you actually screw your RDA into this one, let's just get that in there, the 510 of the RDA goes into this and does not connect directly to the battery, and the fully insulated these tops with like a Delrin material inside. So if you're a bit unsure about hybrid, this might be the way to go. Also with this you can use most of your RDAs or tanks, but let's just take this apart again. If you choose the hybrid, should say, with the hole in, any RDA you're using must have a protruding 510 pin. If you can see that guys, the 510 pin must be protruding. I'll just put my hand behind that, you can see how well that protrudes. Not a problem with that at all. But remember, as I say, if you're going to use the hybrid cap, make sure any of your RDAs or drippers or tanks has a protruding 510, and it must be protruding guys, yeah? So let's put this back together. As I said guys, you can buy different sleeves for this as well. So I'm going to go with the hybrid connection, yeah? So let's make sure I've got the right way. Screw it back together. So it's in place like so. Get your sleeve. You've noticed there's little cutouts on the top of that sleeve that correspond with the cutouts on the top of that. So you just push it in. Also, before we go any further, it's got a nice O-ring to keep this sleeve in place. And I say, don't forget guys, you can buy different design sleeves if you so choose to, yeah? So that just goes into there. Oh, before we go any further, a little bit more actual safety inside. Can you see that? There's like a Delrin tube in there that's fixed, that won't go anywhere, and that's to give you extra battery protection if like your battery should have a tear in it or whatever. If it does have a tear in it, by the way, your battery, don't use it. But should you be unfortunate enough not to spot one, this gives you a bit of extra protection, see it, yeah? And that does not come out. So let's put this sleeve back on, and you line the sleeve up with them grooves, as I say. Job's a good one. I'll just put that there for a moment. And let's have a look at this fire button before we go any further, yeah? As you can see, nice dowel rim. This is like a battery adapter. This is spring loaded. Can you see that, guys? So adjust to make sure there's no battery rattle when you assemble it. Now in there, as you can see, there's a screw. Make sure that's tightened all the way in, guys, so you're getting decent firing. Yeah, see the way that goes up and down? Yeah. Now I'm not going to do it, but if you want to clean this mod, the fire button, you would unscrew that screw there. So you'd hold your finger in on the back of it like that, push it forward, and you'd unscrew it, and basically this comes off and you've got a magnet inside. Now also you may notice there's like a circlip here. Can you see it? That circlip, if you remove it, which I'm not going to, then releases the other battery. Because how this system works, there's a battery in the top there and there's a battery in the bottom, and the opposing batteries. So when you push it, it comes back out because the opposing battery pushes it back out. Sorry, my mistake. Tony, have a word with yourself. There's two magnets. There's a magnet in there and a magnet in there, and they're opposing magnets, yeah? And basically when you press the fire button in, it comes back out because the opposing magnets push each other apart. Yeah. My mistake, saying battery. Silly me. Okay, so we'll put that back together. So you screw it. In fact, I'll tell you what, guys, let's put a battery in it, yeah? Now, if you're going to use a battery in there, make sure that the battery is capable of operating the device. This is an LG2. This is more than capable of doing it. So guys, learn your Ohm's law and your battery safety before you use a mech mod. Please make sure you know what you're doing. Now when you're inserting the battery, I would advise to have the top pointing down, because if this should vent, that'll be away from your face and it'll be pointing to the floor, yeah? I mean, you could put it in that way, but I wouldn't advise you to. Put it in that way, yeah? For the reasons I've just stated. If it vents, it's going to vent towards the floor, yeah? So you just slide that in there, screw that in. Then, after you've got the appropriate build, once again guys, Ohm's law, make sure you know what you're doing before you put a build on this, yeah? You just screw it together. After adding your liquid, and go for the vape on it. So guys, I'll see you all back up top, and we'll take it for the taste test and we'll have a toot. Okay then guys, we're back up top with the Geekvape Tsunami kit. So what I've done with this, guys, I've single coiled it. Can you see that? Yeah, I told you can single coil it, but it'll focus. And don't forget what I said, guys, with this top you use the middle hole, yeah? So I found the middle hole and I line it up with the coil like so. So there, it's in place, guys. Blocked off, hole, blocked off. Okay then, let's take it for the taste test, have a toot and see how it performs. Where have you all gone? Absolutely awesome. Guys, this is amazing. Now what can I say about this kit? Well, you know what? The RDA, it's the Tsunami 24 Pro that comes with the kit. Absolutely fantastic, yeah? And don't forget guys, the chuff cap can come off and you can put that top on and use your 510 drip tips that you prefer. I wasn't sure if I'd like the chuff cap, but I'm enjoying it guys, I really am, yeah? And as I say, the mod, the mech mod, superb guys. And I say you can change this sleeve. I'm going to leave it as it is. I think it looks pretty cool, you know? I'm absolutely super impressed with this, like, you know? Let's have another toot. Awesome flavour and the power is spot on. Now guys, as I said down below, if you're not used to mech kits and this is your first mech kit, Maybe I'm using a hybrid, you might want to use the 510 connector, you know. But guys, please learn about Ohm's law for building your coils, yeah. And also battery safety. Make sure it's imperative. Safety is paramount when using one of these devices, guys. So if it's your first time out with a mech mod, learn the things we've just said to you. Your Ohm's law and battery safety. Guys, be safe, please be safe, yeah. Now I'm loving this. Guys, if you've got one of these kits, if you've got the Geekvape Tsunami kit, leave your comments down below. You know, share the knowledge, let me know what your experience was. And guys, as always, don't forget to click on the subscribe button and the notification bell so you get notifications of my next video or live cast. Now guys, I'm going to love yous and leave yous. And I just want to finish off by saying, Stuart Niven, you're a star. Thank you very much. I really appreciate this. Words fail me. Thank you. Thank you very much. Guys, take care. I'm going to love yous and leave yous, and I'll see yous all soon.